let us record and pretend that this is not like the same day that the last episode was on. Like this is a week later. We're just too lazy to take down our Christmas trees.
Well, no, you leave your lights up until after New Year's.
Okay. That's all right? All right.
Mm.
All right. Okay. Sure.
HOA says that you'll have till the 31st of January.
Oh, that's nice. Cool. All right. HOA. Hello. Welcome to the Couch Co-Hop Show. I am Ian, and that is my boy Nick, the Lord Bearstro himself. And we are back.
And we're still trying to build a following amongst the other couch people.
Yeah, they just we've been hounding them for the last week since the last episode to be on this episode.
Like, hey, we're back.
We're back. But they've gone straight edge. They just want to drink water and eat rice, and they're against alcohol. So, but we're drinking another fun ass beer. Nick, what beer are we drinking this week?
Notorious.
Bum, bum.
From Boneyard.
Do you know much about this beer?
I know it's a triple IPA, and it used to be well, actually, all of Boneyard used to be just keg only for a good chunk of their existence. You could only find, their stuff like on draft. But I think Notorious was one of those things where you actually had to seek them out in Bend to be able to get either a sample or have them pour you a crowler.
You know what's interesting? When I was looking for when you were saying, yeah, it's a triple IPA, I'm pretty sure, and I had like, oh yeah, I'll read it right here, and I found it being an IPA, a triple. But if you look at the text, I see IPA, and then there's a little 3 up by it on the actual label.
Oh yeah,
I never noticed that. Let's crack into it.
But yeah,
drink now, talk later.
Well, drink now, and then the words will just pour out.
Oh my god, it's so much clearer than that beer we drank a week ago.
Yeah, you know, a week later, and I still don't know how to open a can of beer.
Some would say it was just a few minutes ago. But I would say it was a week ago. And man, whoa.
That's probably potent.
That's some rocket fuel. You know, gasoline's about this color. Right? Maybe a little more golden. Cheers.
It smells good out of the can.
Wow. Holy shit. There's just so much more going on in that. There's a lot going on in that. With almost little to no aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just it hits you, and then it's pretty much gone.
I love a good double or a triple IPA that has just a little bit of sweetness to it too.
Oh, right. Well, Boneyard's good at that.
Yes.
I think that's why they've been successful. Sometimes I wonder how close this one is to actually hitting production. Like, I don't know how many. Those of you who listen to our podcast, who have listened to the podcast in the past, we've talked about hop venom quite a bit. But hop venom is a Boneyard is now owned by Deschutes, and so you see a lot more Boneyard beer. That's why Nick has it in a Deschutes. What do you call that glass? Kind of.
I would have known right before you asked.
It's not exactly a chalice like a Stella chalice. It's like I don't know what it is. But anyway, so Deschutes purchased Boneyard. Head brewer of Boneyard used to work at Deschutes, so I think there's like some kind of family love
Whatever.
there. But you see Boneyard pretty readily available nowadays in stores, and you see like this can is like being stickered on, but like a lot of their cans now are just like full actual cans. Like Hop Venom has its own, comes in like two cans. Like has a tall boy and a 12
Hmm.
ounce, and then all their other beers that they make. But RPM and uh,
And I
something
remember the
else,
days when Hop Venom, when
right?
uh, just the cans were hard to get. Like
I
it
think the early
was.
days of our show, and you were like telling us that was one of the beers that we were kind of trying to get and find,
Mhm.
and in the early days of my show, my
Oh,
separate show, Milkman Drinks a Beer. Just we would talk about it, and then it became
mhm.
readily available.
Yeah, yeah. And now you get tall boys, and it's year round, and that's and Notorious kind of harkens back to that because I mean they have it in kegs year round, but they only release it in cans like maybe once or twice a year, and so it's kind of a big deal to grab because I mean uh if you can find a place that'll put it in a crowler, that's great. But I mean, you still have that quick shelf life that you need to consume it fairly quickly, and a fairly large amount of it that you need to finish quickly. Which I'm sure you can watch um, any of the old couch co-op episodes where I'm sitting here pitting high alcohol beers against one another, and you can see why that's probably not the best idea. But it it is nice to see kind of like a more consumable form of it available. Um,
I'm pretty new to this beer. How long has this beer been around? Like I've only had it a
it
couple times within the last couple years.
it's been around like so their current facility, or it's not a facility, it's an actual pub that's I believe it's on a road called Division in Bend. That opened in late 2018. I went to Bend in early 2018, and they're still at that basically what looked like a shop where they were giving samples and crowlers. Um, I went to that location then uh, with the intention of getting some Notorious, just because I don't even know where I heard about it, but I just heard it was like because I was still into Hop Venom, and meanwhile this is all before they were coming out with like their actual own can line, because I think that's more of a pandemic deal. But yeah, this was back when they were still just doing kegs as a draft only thing. So it was something that it was something that was sought after, and it wasn't necessarily something that was always available. I don't think you just kind of had to get there at the right time, and luckily enough, I was there. Um, so roundabout way, I mean, it's been around through the years. I've known of its existence since 2018. Um, but when it first appeared, that I don't know.
But it was harder to get back then. Now it's getting
Yeah.
a little easier to get.
Um yeah, it sounds like it's available in kegs year round. But these cans not so much. I think it might be
Yeah, I
limited
mean,
production a couple of times
I
a year.
never. Well, that's not true. I have purchased it and I've had it,
Hmm.
but then it's like you got to be lucky, and then it's just gone.
Yeah.
You never see it. And then I was at Total Wine today, buying some last minute stocking stuffers, and I was just you peruse the beer. I don't need any more beer. I got beer, but I was like, I'll peruse it, and I was just looking around, and it caught my eye. Like, oh shit, and it's the last can.
Mm.
So I was just like, well, I'll grab it, and because I know that Nick had some, so I knew
Oh,
that like
do
if
I?
I had it, then we could do a show. Basically, that's the only reason this show is happening because it's like, oh shit, I found one.
And and the obnoxious thing is there's like another. They have another beer where it's like the imagery is. I mean, it doesn't look exactly the same, but if you're not looking straight at it, the colors are similar,
Gotcha.
and it almost tricks you into thinking it's like, oh wow, I found something to. Oh no, it's this other beer of theirs that they have tons of, and then it makes you sad,
Oh.
and then you go home and cry.
Oh,
And
I looked at that and said, "Oh, Notorious." I mean, yeah, I was like, "Oh, Notorious." Fuck yeah, I'm excited. And then I actually after I grabbed the last one, I walked around the store seeing like, well, maybe there's some in the fridge or something, but it was nowhere. It was literally the
uh,
last can in the store. So I was like,
you ain't got the last can.
but uh, this is kind of one of those beers that like this is how you would imagine the double would taste, you know.
Hmm.
But really, it's not that much higher now. I mean, what is it? What is Hop Venom like 8? So this
I
is only
thought it
like
was higher than that.
so this is like well if it's higher than that this is like not even that much higher.
No, it's 11 and a half, but
I don't know what Hop Venom is. Hop Venom's
they've.
what is Hop Venom?
I'll take a look.
Hop Venom is a fucking. I mean, Hop Venom is one of my all-time favorite beers of all time. Um, and I would even say that like I prefer Hop Venom to this, but this is better than a lot of
Oh,
double IPAs.
8.9. So,
This is
okay,
almost
maybe you're right.
9. So it's only like 2.5 about. But like that's the
Mm.
other thing. I always like everyone talks shit. Like even brewers say like you shouldn't believe that. This is probably higher than that. This is just the median. They're just beers are usually higher than their ABV if they're fresh. The other thing that's crazy about this is that IPAs were designed to ship and lose their flavor. That's why they're an Indian Pale Ale because you would brew it here, you would put it on a ship, and it would sail through the ocean, and it slowly the flavor in the warmth and the cold would dissipate and get less flavor, but it would keep it. It's kind of like a preservative in a sense,
Yeah.
and so by the time it got to its place, it would just be a beer. It'd be a little hoppy beer, but not like
Yeah.
so. Like it's kind of funny how that has changed now. You want to drink it at its most
Yeah. At
craziness,
its freshest.
but like technically, the whole IPA thing is designed. It's such a weird concept, right?
Mm. Hmm.
It's kind of funny. Do you remember the first time you had this?
Yeah, it was a crawler from Boneyard
Oh,
that
that's right.
I sought out and I got it. And
Well, where do you set it versus like say Hot Venom or where is it in
um,
that?
I like it more than Hot Venom.
You like it
But
more?
on that trip though, um, when I first tried Notorious, they also had a quadruple IPA
Ooh.
that was just far and away better beer than that, but I don't think it ever saw the light of day in a can, and I'm not even sure if they even made it again. But that was that's possibly probably the best Boneyard beer I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Either that or that quad that I had earlier this year, that anniversary ale.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty darn good, but Jesus Christ, the whole crowler.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Painful beer.
I think I like the fact that Hot Venom is a little sweeter, a little more like the malt
Mm-hmm.
is a little sweeter. I'm a little more to that side of it. I do appreciate this. Here's the shitty thing. Here's a shitty thing I would say. Like I would probably drink so early in the night I would drink some hot venom and then that would get old, too sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd want
Mm-hmm.
something to like kind of bite me. But like moving to this would kill me. Like you know what I mean? Like I need to like go to like just an actual like just you want at a certain point
Come down.
you want it to bite you again. So like a beer that you would think is too hoppy, at that point when you're so into it, you'd be like, "Oh, that's not that bad." But when you get something like this, it's like more alcohol, then you're just like you can't win is what I'm saying, Nick. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like an
you
airplane. It's like
crash.
yeah, it's like 9/11 all over again. I didn't just say
Mm.
that, but I did. Uh,
Yikes.
yikes! Cancelled. Couch cancelled. Doot 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 doot.
Hi, thank you for watching Cancelled Co-op.
No, but it's just like there's certain beers you like a lot, but like you can only drink so much of them. Anyway,
Mm.
this is a great beer.
Yes,
This
we'll
is
have
just gonna
a
fuck me
few
up
four
though.
packs.
This is gonna fuck me up. How many did you get?
I bought 2 4-packs from Cheap Charlie's in Gresham, and then I bought another 4-pack from
Yeah, you just like
the
stocking up.
former Thriftwood. Well, it was available, so I said, why not?
Is this available year round?
No, it's not. In a can, no. Uh, those are just limited releases, but
But they just release it
as
whenever. It's not like a seasonal thing. They just kind of release it whenever.
that's kind of the impression I get. I mean, it just
Oh, we
all of
got
a
a
sudden
bunch. Let's
shows
let's
up.
can it.
Yeah, here we go. Surprise.
All right. Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't ever say seasonal. I don't know. Has
Mm-mm.
Boneyard ever had a seasonal? I don't think they've gotten to that point.
I don't know.
Anyway, I've never seen a seasonal from them.
Mm.
This just seems like a
It's
beer
the,
they
it.
release
I think they were just founded on just
being badass.
well, strictly IPAs.
Mm.
I mean, they've kind of branched out since then, but
Yeah, because like, no, didn't they have some kind of? Dude, I remember when I first was turned on to Boneyard. Jason Alexander we went golfing and then we went to this place and the first time that was the first. This is like probably
like
like
the actor Jason
2017, 20.
Alexander,
Huh?
the actor Jason Alexander.
Sorry, not Jason. Jason, what is his name? Josh Alexander, not Jason. It's my
Oh,
bad. Josh. They're about the same build though.
Mhm.
Let's see. When was I living in that? That was like 2014, 2015. I don't know. We went and played golf, and he took me to this place, and I had never had. And then we went to this place after playing golf, and he's like, "Yeah, you gotta. And I think, anyway, it's like you should try the Boneyard RPM. It's fucking great. And I just, you know, remember that day clearly. A, it was a lot of fun, but B, I just like, oh, this is a great beer, and
Mm.
but not the best beer until anyway. It's
Yeah,
funny
I mean,
you build off the obviously these beers are built off that block. Like the RPM was the original, and it's still a great beer. They still sell it. It's still a great beer.
mhm.
I would drink that beer.
Can it year
You
round.
give it to me, I'm gonna drink it. It's a good beer.
Mm.
But
See, I don't like that one.
you don't like it?
Mm-mm.
It's
Never been really impressed with it.
oh,
I've tried it multiple times. I remember my first time trying it. It was actually probably around 2000. I mean, I think I was still living in Gresham at the time, but because I went down to Tad's Chicken and Dumplings, which isn't there, by the way,
I remember I went there with
anymore.
Jared one time. That's the only time I've ever
Um,
been there with Jared, and we did it up.
I went there once.
It was
They
good.
had it on tap,
Oh, really?
and
Oh.
it was just like,
I don't remember the
wasn't
beer.
impressed.
I just remember the dumplings.
Um, Yeah, I remember kind of not being that impressed with their food either, but
What? I think Jared and I had a great time. That's too bad. We sat out on the thing
it was
overlooking the
no,
thing, and we didn't sit at the bar.
it
So
wasn't bad by any stretch of the means.
you just
It
don't
was
you just a hater of
it's
things.
maybe yeah, maybe it just caught me on a bad day.
Uh, anyway,
And sadly, they're not around for me to go back and retry because I definitely would. Because
that's too bad.
yeah,
I like a good chicken and dumplings. I like
mm,
Frontier over here does it. It's all right. It's good. It's good enough, but it's not great. It's fine. Anyway, you were saying you had it at their place. Maybe the fucking line sucked.
yeah, it could be.
Oh,
But
and then every time after
that
you
was
hated it.
yeah. Well, I didn't hate it. It's just I didn't care for it.
Wasn't there a beer called
Just
Bone Crusher though? What was that?
um,
I swear there was
I
another
don't
beer of theirs early on
maybe.
that I also really liked. That wasn't an IPA necessarily. That I also really liked. I don't know. Anyway, I could be wrong. This is a long fucking time ago, and I'm now fucking trashed.
Yeah, it was a pale ale.
Yeah, that beer was fucking awesome too. Do they still have it? Yeah, they still have it. No,
Um,
they have a pilsner called something Crusher, but it's not. It's not the. It's not the. It's not the. It's not the same.
well, I mean, Beer Advocate doesn't say it's retired.
So what are you saying it's called? So Bone Crusher,
Bone Crusher by Boneyard, and it's a pale
pale
ale,
ale,
but
but they have another beer
but
out that's for sale, and it's a pilsner. But I don't think it's Bone Crusher. But I feel like because I've had the what is that fucking Boneyard Pale Ale Pilsner called?
so they have a
They have the
German Pilsner. It's called Pabo or Pabo.
they have the blood orange one that I'm not really a fan
Mm,
of. Oh,
is ends in
Bonafide.
oh
That's probably not around anymore. So what is the fucking anyway? They had some beers early on that I really liked. I liked RPM. I think it might have been Bonafide. I don't know. Bone Crusher might be a pale ale, but I think in the store they're branding it as a pilsner. Anyway, we're not talking about that beer, are we? We're talking about this
Mm.
one. Would you say this is your favorite triple or no?
Probably not, but I mean it's close.
And who's the contender?
Um, it would be I mean, I haven't had it in years. I don't even know if they even make it anymore, but it's made by Green Flash. It's called Green Bullet.
So if it's not around anymore,
Uh,
it's not really a contender, is it?
well, I don't know if they don't make it
Oh,
anymore.
no.
Because we don't get anything from Green Flash anymore. They've also changed owners, uh, and their distribution is quite limited now, I believe. Oh, never mind. I just looked them up and. Oh no, actually, that's just their tasting room.
Closed, moved on, dead.
Yeah, too bad. They were. I don't know. I really liked a lot of their beer. They're like one of my favorite San Diego breweries.
You ever been to San
But
Diego?
I have a couple times.
Ah, that's so good. So many just fucking big titty milfs just want to jump on your
Mm.
bones. So good.
Yeah, not even that, but they're also a great beer town. It's, I mean, Portland's one thing, but
And the Tilted
don't
Kilt. That
don't
place
sleep
is.
on San Diego.
San Diego is a great fucking place. It's cool.
Yes,
It's fun.
it's just an
Great.
all-around
Some great
wonderful
Mexican
town.
food. You got Legoland not too far away. You got the
Oh,
the original, like, well, not the original, but like there's as a Legoland not too far away from San Diego. Uh, Naval Base, San Diego Comic Con, Tilted Kilt, and some just great Mexican food. Just some great food cart. I mean, holy shit! I've had some of the best Mexican food I think I've ever had there. Anyway. You used to be able, back in the old days, jump on the tram or whatever it's called and like go into Tijuana and come back. Nowadays you have to like fucking decompress, anyway. It's a whole rigmarole now,
yeah.
but you used to be able to just like cross it.
It's the whole thing.
The world's gotten worse. Thankfully the beer has gotten better.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. All of you listeners. I think Nick knows, but like I am drinking this Advent calendar German beer. And these breweries fucking suck, mostly. I mean, some of them are fine. But holy shit has beer gotten so much better, Nick. Holy shit has beer gotten better. Even stouts, like even dark, I mean, I don't even want to get, I just can't even, like, the mediocrity, or maybe it's just that Costco Advent pack, and they're like shipping that out to a fucking shady ass facility that brews these beers, all these beers in one facility, and then like packages them, and maybe they're just a shithole fucking company. But holy fuck, are none of those beers great? and so then sometimes I think like Jared's like, you don't like German beers? And it's like, what are you talking about? Like a lot of German beers. And he's like, oh, the dark ones. Well, and there's a lot of dark lagers I like. That isn't maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe you evolve. Maybe you make your beer better. But some of these beers are just fucking disgusting, and it's incredible that we're being.
Oh.
What is this about?
I don't know.
Well, thank God he came on at the end.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to show us his cock, show us his big dick.
There it is.
What's up?
We're just about to get off, so. I mean, you didn't go to Total Wine and buy the beer, so.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to crash.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Show us your penis.
Show
us your penis. Show us your penis.
By chance? Was that the beer?
Oh Jesus, what is even that? Wait, did you have the? Did you finish off, or do you have the Breckenridge one around still?
No, I finished it.
It was a good beer, right?
Yeah, it was good.
I was telling, because like the only reason I got it, I was telling Nick. It's like because Nick mentioned Breckenridge. And I was like, okay, Breckenridge. Okay, I'll pick it up. And I really like that beer. At 7.1 too, gnarly, but didn't taste like it.
No, it didn't.
It was a good beer.
And Breckenridge is one of those breweries that AB sold off.
Anyway, we are doing this right now. We're about to wrap up, and then my son just drops in. It's like, go to bed, kid. Go to bed.
I know, it's right around that time.
I'm surprised you're up.
It's the weekend, right?
So my wife invited you guys tomorrow. You guys still going to come?
What time?
I don't know. I'll send you a message.
Tomorrow o'clock.
Tomorrow o'clock.
Do we need to? Do you want us to bring something?
I mean,
bring some Breckenridge.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
I'll message you. I was just like, I know she said it, and I just wasn't sure if you guys, but like, if you guys are still cool with it, then yeah. Nick, you guys can come. We're just hanging
I
out at
think we're-
our place, but we're gonna go check out this new Mexican place. We're not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna eat there. We might just get food to take out, and we're just gonna hang out at my place and get drunk.
I'm not sure, but I think we might be up there for something else.
Really?
Oh, of course. We should
Ian
come.
already
We should
knows.
hit me. You should hit me up if you guys want to come hang out. We'll be around.
Yeah, well, it might be
I mean,
Uh,
I
a
imagine
little flirt of yours that
your wife has no interest in hanging out with our friends.
not her wife, not my.
Her wife?
His
I have no
his
idea.
pre-wife.
Yeah, but a friend of hers that you guys.
She hates Vancouver, but she's up here
No,
all
no,
the
no.
time.
Not all the because some of her dear friends still.
We shouldn't talk about this. We're
Yeah.
on an episode right now. Let's just wrap this episode up and then we can be dicks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Notorious IPA. This is one of the greatest beers of all time. I still like Hot Venom better, but I fucking love this beer. What are the thumbs on this one? Nick to win. It is 100% a thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. John doesn't count, even though he's here. Doesn't count.
Yeah. You can put
What?
on this Bifrost.
What video game are we gonna? What's Notorious?
Well,
50 Cent
If-
Blood on the Sand?
Okay, that's
I'm
my
gonna
choice. That's
do
my
some-
pick.
I'm gonna do something really, really lame.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with WWF No Mercy.
Wait,
And the
isn't
only
there
reason
isn't there a WWF game called Notorious? No. Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, I like the
But-
wrestling game. I like
but,
the wrestling game.
And I only bring that up is because it has a wonderful create a character mode, and I created a character based on myself, and his name was Notorious Nick.
Couch co-op.
And that is embarrassing as fuck.
That's awesome. I love it. Also, I will share with you guys that I downloaded the Sex E3 episode, and I've been pulling sound bites that are just fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna just load all these sound bites
Hell
into
yeah.
the
Oh,
loader.
so you finally got space torture porn?
Mm.
I got so much more. I have so much more. So much more. I have Dave saying that if he had a strong enough PC, he'd mod Skyrim into an even worse perverted thing than me, what I do.
Damn.
So I'm gonna have that.
He probably has one now, right? He
He's
probably
had
has
it. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone bailed on that shit. Everyone bailed on being porno pervert Skyrim modder. But I'm gonna remind him, John. I'm gonna let him know. Anyway,
He needs like a burner laptop, something he can
No.
quickly just throw over his shoulder if someone comes into the room.
so Nick's got wrestling. I got, what did I say? It doesn't matter because I'm going with wrestling.
forgot.
I like Nick's choice. Notorious. It's like a wrestling idea. This beer got 2 thumbs up. It's got wrestling moves. It's like fucking you over.
Mhm. And take you down for the 1, 2, 3.
What are we gonna? So Nick, we gotta pick another beer. I
Okay.
imagine you're just gonna go look in your fridge and be like, "Hey, let's do this one."
No, actually, so I saw something today when I was out on new job.
Fucking something hard to
but-
find.
No. Well, I need to look into it to see. So it's almost like this might be another.
I mean, I don't think we ever did PBR. Let's do something simple.
No. Hear me out. I mean, this might have to be another
Old
kinda like
Germain,
another-
Old German never got picked. Anyway, go ahead, Nick. Sorry, I'm apologizing.
This might be like another Fat Tire episode because I was putting a case of Sam Adams on the shelf, and the Boston Lager was remixed. I don't know how much you
I
care
don't
about
even know-
Boston Lager, but
Sure. You know what? Here's
But-
the crazy thing about this, man.
I just thought
Here-
it,
no,
I
no,
just
no.
thought-
For this episode, I don't know, but for my viewership on YouTube, for some reason, the Sam Adams episodes are fucking off the chain. Like, I have hundreds of viewers watching that episode. So like, I would love to do a Sam Adams remix episode of Milkman Drinks a Beer, and then we did do the Boston Lager, but we could do the remix. But you know what sucks about that? Safeway doesn't carry that shit. Where do I have to go to? Like, where do I have to go for that? I have not seen that I didn't see that at fucking Total Wine.
I mean, oh, we may have missed it. Never mind.
We missed it. We missed the remix. Wicka 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 wicka.
And it's not a remix; it's called a remaster.
Remastered. When you start calling your beer remastered, remixed, or even reworked, I don't know. That's kind of.
I said remixed. That's
no, but it's just kind of a crazy idea. Because usually my beer videos get like 5 to 4 views.
Okay, we may have to. So I just did a quick search, and possibly the original recipe comes back next year. But in the meantime, we get the remastered Boston Lager. So
they're trying it out for a year?
I guess so. Maybe in a new Coke kind of way.
New Coke.
So maybe stick a pin in that one, and we'll come back to that. But
you know what we should do?
I don't know.
Red Stripe.
Red Stripe. I thought we tried to do Red Stripe, Mon.
We did, Mon, but we didn't get to do it. But now I have it, and there's a lot of it at Total Wine. So
yeah,
when you guys come up on your day, you should go over to run by Total Wine and get a pack, and we can do it. Or you could just stop by. I'll save you one, and I'll just give you one. One of the either or. But we should do Red Stripe because I feel like this is a beer we've been meaning to do for a long time.
Yeah, I try. I mean, I don't think it's available in Oregon at all.
At all?
Yeah, I don't. There's this company that has the rights, but I don't think they distribute it.
Yeah.
Well, it's this company, but yeah.
Hitter.
What are
you guys doing up here Saturday?
I don't know that we are, but
you don't know if you are. You were invited.
But there were initial plans, but I don't know where they are. But it's yeah, kind of a. I don't know if you were a jilted.
And you what days do you have off after you're like?
I think he said weekend.
No, I know, but I'm like, you're off now, and Christmas you're off.
Yep, I'm off until Tuesday.
So Tuesday you're back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll be off another 3-day weekend until the following Tuesday.
Wait, do you have Christmas Eve?
Oh, he could come back for the 7th.
Yeah.
Can't you? Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry.
No, so John, I'm just trying to start doing these beer, bringing back Couch Co-op to make sure Nick is still in the game, but like he's not going to be around for Sundays ever. So when we try and coordinate a beer and we're trying to do like Fridays and Saturdays, because you're probably not drinking Sundays now though, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Exactly. So like you're a Friday, Saturday, and then you're not drinking Sundays. Yeah. So like I feel like the only 2 days he's gonna drink is Friday and Saturday. It's like we want to schedule beer drinking, but like, hey, those guys, I can't really.
I mean, hell, you guys could probably go back to recording on Mondays like you used to. I mean, the only reason you moved to Sundays was because of me.
No, we were on Sundays before you.
You sure about that?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I thought you guys were doing Monday nights.
No, we were Sundays. We've been Sundays for a long time. I promise you, Nick. I promise you. Because the other guys don't have 2 Mondays off. It's only Jared. And Jared honestly doesn't really care.
Well, wasn't game night Monday night?
No. Game night used to be like a weekday.
Like Tuesday?
Like Tuesday or Wednesday. We like drive down, hang out from like 5 till 9,
8, 9.
maybe 10,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how it went. Yeah, no. We were. This is all this information that none of this episode. We need to wrap this episode up because we can talk about this later.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, whoa, shit! But I don't really give a shit. It's fun. It's funny.
I mean,
it's funny.
We already raked the beer, so I mean, we can just close it off and then keep this conversation rolling.
Chat for a little bit. This is the Couch Co-hop. We're back. We're going to keep this going. I don't know how consistent we're going to be. It's going to be depending on how we find beers. I don't know who's going to drop in. I like it when people drop in. It's cool that John dropped in. It just was fuck you, motherfuckers. But I want to make sure that Nick, my whole thing was I don't want Nick to feel like he just is gone. I want Nick to make sure he's still part of the family. And so let's bring back this.
Idea.
Let's bring back this podcast.
Or how about we bring back the podcast? We could also do specials where we do
a beer back pairing.
No, he's gonna mix a beer. Is what he's gonna mix a beer in his right here. But you got to do it right here. You got to do it in front of us.
Should I do it right now?
No. We can do it.
You gonna mix it with Clamato juice?
Let me kill this episode, Nick, and we can do a beer. You want to do one of those episodes? You want to try one of those episodes? We can do that
Absolutely.
next. Okay, let's kill this episode. All right. For Couch Co-hop, I'm Ian. That's Nick, and that's featuring JPK. And I never know. The funny thing about Couch Co-hop is there's no intro and there's no ending, so I never really know how to end it. I don't really know. Do you just put it full in, full shaft, balls, you when you lick the butt plug and you just push it in? Is it done? Is that the end? Ultimately, is that the end of a butt plug? You lick it, kind of moisturize it, you put it in the butthole. And ultimately, that's the end of a butt plug, right? All the anal play is that's just sexual foreplay. But ultimately, the task of a butt plug is to be put in the butthole and leave it alone. Cut.